girl Sophia Marie, and I am coming back today with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a story time on the time I got arrested. Don't be alarmed, it wasn't as bad as it sounds. I'm innocent, of course. Before I get into this video, I do want to tell you guys about this hair. This is my Kendra P Mink Brazilian hair. I did get it reinstalled and styled. It's still super soft, super shiny. I've had this hair since, today is January 19th, I want to say. Yes, today is the 19th. I've had this hair since July. I've had it since last July 2018. So I've had it for a while. This is my second install, and the hair is still gorgeous. Still, I did try to I tried to dye it blue when I first got it. I seen this picture of, I think it was Aaliyah J. I seen this picture of Aaliyah J, and she had like a midnight blue color that I was like dying for. So I wanted to do it, and I originally asked the shop, and they charged, like, they were going to charge me like an obscene amount of money, and I was not about to do it. So I attempted to do it myself. My mom was like, yeah, I'm down, like, let's try it. So we bought bleach, like this type of bleach with the powder. Can y'all see? Whatever. We bought bleach, basically, and we bleached the closure, like, to get it that scalp look. Like, first of all, can we just talk about my stylist? Like, things she did that. Like, she did that, okay? I bleached the closure a little bit. It's plucked beautifully. Like, it's just, sis did that. Okay, anyway, she got me feeling myself. But anyway, so we bought bleach, and we started bleaching the bottoms, and we were gonna go up to the top. So we didn't buy enough bleach, for one. And then when we got the dye, we did the dye, and it was like, it was really light at first, and we're like, like, let's just wait till it gets darker. And then the dye turned like black, basically, like, you know, like, it was really midnight blue, like, it was like black. So we're like, all right, like, let's just try it. So we did it. I do have a picture that I can insert so y'all can see what it looked like when we tried it. It looked like a brownish black, like really dark blue. Like, it was just like a denim type of blue. It didn't come out the way that I wanted it, basically. And so the color at the end, like, you can see kind of some blonde or some like light brown at the end. That's what we tried to dye blue. So it wasn't supposed to be light brown or blonde. It just turned this color after a few months, which actually I'm kind of feeling it. I like this color. I'm really feeling it. Like, I'm really feeling this hair. Like, I just bought my mom some more bundles today from Kendra P Mink Brazilian, so she's about to have the same poppin' look like her daughter. So yeah, that's just some hair tea for you guys. If you guys want more, just comment down below, and I can give you like another review, like a second review, like a month update or whatever, a few months updates. And I got you guys with that. But let's get into the video. So this story time took place when I was, I want to say I was 16. I think I was 16. Because when I was 17, I lived in Texas. So this didn't happen when I was 17. It had to have happened when I was 16. Yeah. So I was 16 years old, and, or was I 15? Yo, I was 15 or 16 years old. And so there was this like these outlets. I'll call it outlets because that's really what they are. We just don't call them that out here. There were these outlets that me and my friends decided to go to. I had just gotten my hair done, I had just gotten my nails done, and I had a cute outfit. I had just bought these like bandana looking joggers that I think are so whack now, but they were cute back then. So yeah, this is like, oh my god, this is like 3-4 years ago. Time goes by fast. So yeah, so we were all planning, like, let's go out tonight. Like, it was one of my friend's birthdays. I was with how many girls that night? I was with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was with 5 girls that night. So I'm not gonna say any names for this video because it got a little deep. there was some criminal activity involved. Like, so I'm not gonna say no names, but I was with my friends and we were just like, we were ready to go out. We were like, hey, we're gonna look cute. Basically, like, there's just shops around there. There's a movie theater and then there's places to eat all around there. So we were just like, we're just gonna go chill, have a good time, walk around. That's really what everyone did in our grade, like, or like back then everybody used to go there, and it would be popping on like Friday and Saturday nights. It was like, are you going to the blah blah blah? And it's like, yeah, we're going. Are you going? Like, that's where everybody went. And so now, mind you, this was in kind of like a Caucasian neighborhood, so I had some really ratchet friends. Some people consider me ratchet. I don't think I'm ratchet. I had some ratchet friends though, and so, you know, like some people you just can't take everywhere because they don't know how to turn it off. You have to have it like a light switch, like turn it on, turn it off, depending on where we're at. You need to know how to do it. I know how to do it. Some people just don't. So I was with some friends that didn't know how to do it. We were just trying to have fun. We were being stupid. So we get there, whatever, like we're there, we're turning up. Like, I think we went to go eat at Mel's Diner. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Some of y'all know what it is. Some of y'all probably don't. I don't know if they're worldwide or if they have them everywhere, but they have them in the Bay. So we went there. We went to go eat. Like, we're literally just chilling, walking around the different stores and stuff like that. So we're like fooling around, like messing around. And like, okay, so there was a parking lot. So one of my friends was like, oh, like, let's lay him in a coffin or put him in a coffin. So if you don't know what put him in a coffin is, you can YouTube search it or whatever. There's probably so many videos where they do it. Basically, you find a car and you literally just like jump back and say put him in a coffin. Like, that's it, on the car. Like, you jump on the car backwards, like you fall back on the car. So like, it was something we all seen before. So I'm like, okay, do it. Like, I'll Snapchat it. Like, I'll take a video of it. So I was like, they were taking heck long to do it. I'm like, all right, after you guys do it, we're gonna run across the street, because across the street there was some more like little stores. There was another little restaurant or whatever. So I'm like, if you guys are gonna do it, y'all need to hurry up and do it, and then we need to run across the street because the light was right next to the parking lot. So like, the first girl, one of my friends, the first girl, the one whose birthday it was, she jumped super hard on the car, like boom, like hard. So we're all laughing, and then my other friend, like my best friend at the time, she was gonna do it. I'm like, hurry up. Like, my other friends had already crossed the street because they're like, all right, like, we're done. And she was like still debating on if she was gonna do it. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, you need to hurry up. So she like does it lightly, and then we all like book it across the street. And so we go in like round table or whatever. So we're all in there, we're laughing. We see some other friends. We're all in there just chilling. Like, we're chilling for like 30 minutes. So it's time to go back, like towards the other way, like back across the street, like where we had jumped on the car at. Mind you, I didn't jump on the car. How do I explain this? I'm kind of like a goody two-shoe when it comes to stuff like that. Like, not that I thought it was a big deal. I really didn't think anything of it when they jumped on the car. I'm like, whatever. But I personally just wasn't gonna do it. Like, I was just like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm too cute looking today. Like, I'm not gonna do it. So I just didn't do it. So we walk back across the street. Like, we're just chilling. Like, and we see so many people outside. Like, of course there's people outside anyway because it's like some outlets or whatever. But we see more than we had seen before we had walked or ran across the street. So people are outside. Everyone's looking around. And we see police. So we're just kind of like, dang, like, what happened? Like, I wonder what happened. We was only gone for like 30 minutes. So we're walking back to where we were before the car thing. And so, like, security comes, like, behind us on, like, a little go-kart. And we like, can I help you? Like, what? And so he's like, hey, you guys need to stop. Like, we have some questions for you guys. Like, blah, blah, blah. So we sitting there, we like, what? We didn't do nothing, like, and so it really didn't click. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it really didn't click, because I'm like, we didn't do anything. Like, what you wanna, mind you, like I said, we're in a Caucasian neighborhood, and we're kind of like the only black girls, like, so it's like, oh, are you about to blame us for something we didn't do? Like, but we didn't do it, so they're like, oh, like they lead us to like this bench. Like we go and we sit down, and I think like we're trying to leave, and the police car like pulls up. We sit down on these benches, and they're like, you guys can't go anywhere, like we need to talk to you about a situation that occurred, blah blah blah. And so like immediately I go to my Snapchat and I delete those snaps, because I'm like, I'm not gonna catch me. I'm not about to be the stupid one that had it on their Snapchat, so we got caught. Like, it's not about to be me. I've seen too many movies. Not about to be me. So I deleted it, and like we're just sitting on the bench. So I'm basically like, at this point, I kind of already know what's going on. I'm like, oh crap, like we're caught, like, oh. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal, because people had been doing it. Like, that was something that people did. Like, it's all over YouTube. Like, and it was kind of viral back then. Like, it's not that viral right now, but it was back then. So I'm like, how are we in trouble? Like, it would be us. We would be the ones to get caught for it. Like, ugh. So we're sitting on the bench. They're like, we got a call. And basically the parking lot that they jumped on the car at was a restaurant. It was a restaurant parking lot. So they said that the restaurant has cameras, and they seen it. So they seen the outside, like they seen them jump on the car. I personally didn't believe it, because we didn't see no cameras when we went over there. I think the first thing we would have looked for is cameras. Like, we didn't see no cameras. So I'm like, they don't got no cameras. They just want us to confess. They want us to be guilty, like, and I'm not confessing to anything because I didn't do anything. So you'll have to shank me if you want me to tell you. Like, I'm not telling you anything. Like, forget you. I don't know you. So they're like, yeah, we have cameras. So at this point, like, the birthday girl, the one who jumped on the car, she's like crying. Like, she started crying, and I didn't think it was that big a deal. I'm just sitting there chilling. I'm annoyed. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Like, we had been there already for a while before the whole car thing happened. Like, at this point, we about to go back home, because like it's 12 o'clock. We're minors. There's curfew. We really, like, at a certain time they would kick you out of like the little outlets. They'd be like, all right, like, if you're underage, like, time to go. Like, it ended at a certain time, like they closed. And so we thought to be ready to leave in a second, but no, now we have to stay here with the police because they're playing games. Like, so they're like, okay, like, they came up with a truck, and this truck had a huge light, like a light that I'm using right now, like brighter than a ring light, super bright. I don't know what it's called, but it was bright. So they had each of us stand in front of the light, and so everyone stood in front of the light. The birthday girl, took off like her jacket or whatever and handed it to my best friend at the time. So she took it off. She's like, oh my god, like, they're gonna notice my jacket. So she took it off and she gave it to her. So we all each stood in front of the light, like, individually, and then they had to sit down. And so like we're trying to be on our phones. Like, if we're gonna be sitting here for a minute, like, let me at least scroll on Instagram. Like, and they're like, no, you can't be on your phones. Turn off your phones. You guys are in holding. You can't be on your phones. Blah blah. So I'm sitting there like, boy, like, what you mean I can't be on my phone? You pay this phone bill? Oh, okay. You pay this phone? You don't. So don't tell me what I can be on, period. So they're like, you can't be on your phone, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, I'm irritated. I'm just like, bro, like, can I just go home? Like, can you just do what you're going to do with us and let me go home? If you're going to drive us home, drive us home. So they're like, each of you guys need to call your parents. We're going to tell them what happened, blah, blah, blah. So, mind you, at this point, my mama was asleep. I was spending the night at my best friend's house. I was not about to call her and wake her up with all of this. Like, if you have black parents, you know, you don't need to be calling them, waking them up. Mind you, where we were at was like a cool 15 minutes from my house driving. If I would have woke my mama up at 11 o'clock at night to come get me in a situation like that, and it's like 15-minute drive, no, like, it's not gonna happen. So I was just like, I'm about to stage with this phone call. Like, who am I about to call? I don't remember who I called, but whatever happened, it worked. I do know who we called. We called my best friend's, like, she has like a couple family members. We called like her sisters or something. Like, I don't remember who I called when they gave me the phone. I don't know. We called her sisters or something. We were like, they're gonna pick us up, blah blah blah. And so the police got on the phone and was like talking to her sister, who he thought was her mother, I was sitting there like, yeah, your daughter did this, and I'm just sitting there like, you real foolish, because that's not even her mama. Like, you over here wasting your breath to somebody that really doesn't care. Like, she really doesn't care. Like, it doesn't fall on her. She's not the parent. So whatever happens, it's not going to involve her. Like, I don't know why you sitting here telling her a whole story. Like, you know we're not going to give you our parents' real phone number. Like, you're a police officer. How long have you been doing this? You're stupid. So after that, like, we literally just sit there for a few more minutes. We have to fill out these things, like putting our phone number, our email address, our names. Like, it was just all dumb. I'm just like, bro, really? Like, can we just, please just can we leave? Like, so they leave. Mind you, we're minors. We're not supposed to be out past 12. They leave. I'm thinking they're going to drive us home, because that's what police officers do when you're out doing something you're not supposed to be doing past curfew. They get in their cars, they leave like, didn't ask us if we have a ride home. Like, you literally just stopped us to waste time. Like, and you didn't even give us a ride. Like, I would have appreciated a ride home, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I wasn't even going home that night, but if you would have took me home, I would have walked in the house and went to sleep. Like, so I don't know, you feel me? Like, you're retarded. So at this point, we're just like tired, we're ready to go. Like, I'm over it. So another incident happened after that. If you guys want to know that story time, you'll have to comment below and let me know if you want to know it. Basically, we almost got into an altercation with these girls right afterwards. Like, we were trying to leave, and we seen some people like we weren't really cool with at the time, so we almost got into a fight with them. But we ended up getting picked up and going home, and it was just like, it was a really terrible night. After that, though, a couple weeks after that, my best friend gets a call, and they're like, okay, like, so we have you on camera. Mind you, I remember telling you, she took the other girl's jacket, the one whose birthday it was. So she took the other girl's jacket. So when she stood in front of the light, they identified her because of the jacket. So they're like, all right, like, the man identified it as you. He has a dent on his car, like, and he wants to press charges. So she ended up having to go to court and things like that. Mind you, she wasn't the one that caused the dent. So me and my other best friend, we're like, girl, if you take the fall for that, you're stupid. Like, don't take the fall for that. Mind you, she had to, for one, she got fined, and she had to go on ankle monitor for a year. So we're like, don't take the fall for that. You did not, you know you didn't cause that dent. Like, let the person who did it take the fall. So she was like, no, like, and I get her point. She didn't want to snitch. I'm like, fine, don't snitch. Like, that's, you feel me? Like, y'all both did it. Y'all both jumped on the car. Like, whatever. Take the fall. But at least, like, have her pay half of the what's the word? Whatever, half the money. Like, she had to pay $400. She got fined $400. Like, pay half the fine. So she got fined $400. So I'm like, call the girl and just ask her, like, can she throw 2 in, and then you throw your 2, and then if you want to take the fall and take the ankle monitor for a year, that's your business. But she got to pay too. Like, come on, like, you gonna let her take the fall? If I know I did something, I'm not gonna let a friend take the fall for it. I don't understand why people are like, oh, don't snitch, blah blah blah. If that's your friend not gonna let you take the fall for something you didn't do, period. Like, that's not your friend, period. Like, there's no other, no. So I'm like, bro, like, she know that you didn't do the dance. She knows she did the dance. So basically, they got on the phone, and she was like, hey girl, like, I'm gonna take the fine, or I'm gonna take the ankle monitor, take the fine. Like, can you pay $200? I pay $200, like, just to make it fair. Basically, the girl was like, nah. Like, she was like, not doing it, don't got the money, blah blah blah. Basically hung up. Like, it was like, so you're on your own. And that split up that friendship. That's all I'll say. Because that's really not my business. That's all I'm gonna say. And so I was like, I was kind of pissed about that, because I'm like, really? Like, we all supposed to be really good friends. Like, how you gonna, girl, for real? Like, so long story short, my best friend got put on ankle monitor. She had to pay $400 for the fine. She got put on ankle monitor for a year. Whenever we wanted to go out and stuff, she couldn't do it. She used to get drug tests regularly. Like, we really, like, that was really something that affected her. Mind you, I didn't get in trouble. I remember telling my mom the next day, like, yeah, we got arrested last night. Like, bull. She was like, for what? I'm like, literally, I didn't do anything. I don't know why I got arrested. She was like, well, it better not go on your record or else I'm gonna call them because we didn't do it. Like, do we need a lawyer? Blah, blah, blah. My mama always trying to get me a lawyer. Like, she just almost tried to get me a lawyer for something that just happened. I'm like, Mom, I don't need no lawyer. Like, it's good. Thanks, though. She be having me back. My back. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, like, she got put on an ankle monitor and heck of stuff. Like, literally, we were in school. Like, she used to have to go to school with an ankle monitor on. And I was like, that's heck a week. Like, for this, like, this is not even that serious. So yeah, like, it affected her. She used to have to miss school to go to court. Heck of weird stuff, like drug testing on the regular. And not gonna lie, that kind of sucked because we was no, not this, we were so yeah, that kind of sucked. But that was really it. Like, and I do want to say this, I'm not friends with anybody from this story anymore. I fell out with everybody from the story, so I mean, I just felt like, all right, fine, I can tell the story. It's not like I'm super close with them. I don't really have to ask them for permission because I don't talk to anybody from this story anymore. But it was just super weird. Like, it was a lot, and I felt like it was really unnecessary. So I did want to share it because I thought it was really bizarre, and I'm like, all right, like, I'll share this with them. Maybe they'll find it interesting. But yeah, that's it for this video. Don't do put them in a coffin. It's really not worth a fine and some ankle monitor type stuff. Like, it's not worth it. Like, it's really not worth it. I'm happy I didn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm glad my better judgment, the little God on my shoulder, told me not to, because if I would have listened to the devil, I would have had my ankle monitor too. I would have had to pay $400 too. That's what I'm not about to do. So yeah, I love my hair. Don't mind me touching it a lot. But yeah, so that's it for the story time, you guys. I was supposed to drop one the other day. I had already made one. I made one about me getting snaked by these girls. Watch that one. That one was a bunch of bull, like, you know. Go ahead and watch that one. I forgot to post it. I have been lazy. Like, I didn't feel like editing and stuff like that. So I am going to be dropping 2 tonight. Hope you guys forgive your girl because I really didn't want to do it. Sorry. It was going to take like 2 hours to drop. Like, bye. I'm not taking 2 hours to drop my video. But I love you all, so I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to take however many hours I need to take. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, Spring.